Hey, what's up? No, my channel has changed a bit lately. I've been talking more about real life and whatever. But I do still enjoy talking about video games. It's not quite the same for me anymore. Um, but I remembered, you know what? Look, reviews are a little rough for me, especially now. It's rare for me to complete a game. It takes a while, it takes a long time for me to complete a game, depending on the game itself. But what is the last review I did? Oh, Saints Row. Well, no, Saints Row I did like a casual little Steam review for. And Gotham Knights was, I think, Gotham Knights and Diablo 4 were the last like big reviews I did. And then Forspoken. Wait, did I? Huh? Wait, actually, I didn't even do a review for Gotham Knights, huh? Whoops. Damn, I should. It's just been a while since I played it. Anyways. So I wanted to share the Robocop demo. I don't know if you've played it. From what I read, I did see some discussion on the forums about having major performance issues. I had encountered like a couple little stutters through my little almost an hour playthrough. So I did notice it. Now on a high-end kind of PC, that is alarming-ish, right? Right? That's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. But it is the demo. So if the dev is decent, they will fix that by the time this game launches. So we can hope on that. I just think the demo was cool. Thought it was neat. I had written a little thing about it, and then I was thinking about it because I was thinking, I would like to do something for my channel about video games that's just chill, right? Just to talk about video games. It makes sense to me, man. I know. I'm sorry. I have little too much real going on, but I am quite broken. Okay. But it's kind of normal for me. But well, anyways, Robocop's cool. I hope you're able to check out the demo. It was interesting. I had a hard time with this one, man, because there was a gameplay preview came out like a week or two ago. It might have been IGN. I don't remember. It probably was IGN because they usually have their first things. IGN is trash, but whatever. So their gameplay preview was terrible. I think I can't remember for sure. I think maybe because especially after playing the demo, I skipped most of the cinematics. Like I gave it a chance for a minute or two in some of the little story parts, but I skipped most of it because I was like, if I really am going to play this game, I'll see all that when I play it. I can definitely say that. And this was something I noticed in the preview that I saw the gameplay preview before the demo came out. It was recent. That was very recent. But it looked like crap. Especially, and it does in the demo too, especially in the cinematics. Oh my gosh, they look like a mobile game. But when I played inside the game, in the world environments, the gameplay, that made up for the crappy cinematics. Now I'm curious about how well the story might be. One thing I thought was interesting about the cinematics, the character models themselves kind of looked fine, specifically in the face. It's no Horizon Zero Dawn or Uncharted or God of War. It looks like a retro game, kind of. It looks like a freaking N64 game almost in the cinematics. And I'm not trying to trash on it. But what I saw in game in the world, I was very impressed. Like, not kidding, very impressed. Like, damn. Not all of it. Very much so out in the city. When I was in like the little gunplay levels, kind of like sewer-ish thing or whatever. Couple offices, I think. Not very impressive. Like decent. They were decent. What I loved about the levels that I played with that had gunplay in it, the environment being destructible was cool, very cool. I like that anytime a game has that. It's fun. It's fun to have the environment get all busted up and stuff. Control is pretty awesome with that. But yeah, no, I really like this demo, and I wasn't expecting to say all the things I just said right now. That's funny. Just realized I talked for a long time. I barely wrote. I wrote like a little tiny couple paragraphs about this. All right, I'll read you what I wrote. When I was just some thoughts I had, just a couple little brief thoughts I had after I played the demo. Visually, the graphics aren't impressive, but they're decent in-game. The world environments look great. The gameplay is solid. The violence is pretty epic. Destructible environment is always cool. Skill tree seems cool. I forgot about the skill tree. And then the next thing I mentioned, I'd spewed through that just because I've already said all this, and I was planning to say more. I did forget and just reminded reading this that in the demo, Robocop kind of moves slowly. Like just walking speed, not a fan. I don't like it. Like it makes sense as far as like being a Robocop simulator thing, you know, but I did not like it. And the sprint, you can tell it's faster than the walk, but barely, right? You know, so not a good walking or sprinting speed, but I do understand it. And I'm curious. As far as just playing the demo and checking out the gameplay, like I didn't like it and I wanted them to speed it up. I was like, I mean, I get it, but just speed it up, you know. But I'm curious how I'd feel after playing through a full game, because it seems like something I didn't really expect. It seems like it's gonna be RPG, have some RPG elements, some I don't know. It depends how long the game is, man. Like this game right here would have to be 20 hours for that to really make any sense. The skill tree, but the skill tree, the skills themselves, like what you upgrade, they actually look cool. I was reading through the description, and I was like, oh, hey, wow, this actually sounds like neat stuff, you know. Um, so that was cool. So if it's a long, because that's what it seemed like too. It seemed like, I mean, there's gonna be side missions. I don't know how many. I don't know how. I'm very curious how long this game is, especially at the price tag. It's a hefty price tag, um, but it's not unusual either, right? You know what I mean? Like it's a normal price tag. You know, $50 cheaper than the usual 60, which the new is 70, right? So, um, I don't know, but the in-game parts that I played were pretty fun. The gunplay was interesting. I liked at first I didn't like it within the first few seconds, but as I was playing it, I was like, you know what, this is actually pretty kick-ass. Especially the like, you know, I don't have the same um want for violence in video games or anything. Like seeing the blood and all that, it has a little bit different effect on me than it used to. But it was cool. Like I was like, all right, look at Robocop's a badass, you know. Like it's funny to me too, you know. ACAB, fuck you, man, whatever. But you know, still a fan of the if you were to believe in a hero kind of a thing, you know. The Robocop was always a fun story. But yeah, he's definitely a bastard too. He's a little punk ass bootlicking sack of garbage. I'm just mostly kidding. No, I liked the gunplay. I thought it was neat. It was neat. It played nice. And the atmospheres, especially when you're walking in the city itself, very impressive. So I'm telling you, man, I was really confused because I was looking at these screenshots on Steam that we've been scrolling through here on the page here. When I first saw this store page, I was like, that looks amazing. And the trailer, I don't remember, I was kind of like, I think when they showed the cinematic part, it's kind of like, so I'm glad to see that the budget went into the game itself and not the cinematics, you know, just in comparison, you know, whatever. Maybe that's what happened. But then I saw that gameplay preview, and because I had followed and wishlisted this game, and then that gameplay preview came out, and I removed it, and then I put it back on after I played the demo just yesterday or the day before. I think it just became available. It was either the yesterday or the day before that I played the demo. I'm not planning to buy this or anything, especially at launch. Like mostly, look, man, if you haven't seen my previous discussions on anything, I'm currently jobless. So I'm not planning to buy this. I don't know, man. It depends, though. I mean, it just depends. If I see enough gameplay, find out how long it is, and if I think it's going to be worth it, maybe. But nah, whatever, man. Yeah, I'm going through my savings right now for my bills and such, but I'll still buy a damn game, man. Like, fuck you. But no, I'm just I don't expect to buy this one right away or anything. But if your computer can handle the demo, I would say give it a try. I skipped the cinema. I was so disappointed with the cinematic stuff, man. I was like, the writing might be okay, but with any game at this point for me, I mean, I've seen it all and heard it all, so I find a lot of narration and dialogue very pointless. That's just how I am now. But yeah, I don't know, man. If the story's good, then I think if the story's decent enough, it'll make up for the not so impressive graphics there on those cinematics and whatever. But I'm telling you, the in-game environments were pretty nice, very nice, pretty cool, man. I had fun playing it too, just under an hour, and I didn't even do any of the side stuff. And again, I probably would have had more time if I'd gone through cinematics as well and stuff. Anyways, all right. So I've said enough. Said too much. I just wanted to share something gaming like, you know, and I, you know, I've been playing a lot of games lately as well. A lot of Beat Hazard, man. All right. I'll see you later. Bye bye.